Hebrews 11:32 through 34 says, "And what more shall I say? For the time will fail me if I tell of Gideon, Barak, Samson, Jephthah, David, and Samuel, the prophets, whose faith in the conquered kingdoms, performed acts of righteousness, obtained promises, shut the mouths of lions, quenched the power of fire, escaped from the edge of the sword. From weaknesses they were made strong, became mighty in war, and put foreign armies to flight." Well, if you're joining us in reading through the 60-day reading plan, today's reading is Hebrews 11:19 through 12:3, and I encourage you to read that passage. As you read through chapter 11, you may experience several different emotions. You may experience the great courage that came about through faith in God. You may experience some of the pain that believers went through in their quest for a relationship with Him. And you may experience some dismay that your experience in your walk with Christ is not the same as those in this chapter. One of the things that just jumps out at us is the faith that all these people exhibited. But there's something else that should also jump out at us. It's the action they took because of that faith. As we've seen before, salvation is by faith, Ephesians 2:8 through 10. But along with that, faith is action, James 2:14 through 26. Faith comes first and then comes action. But there is always action, and if you're growing in Christ, there will always be movement towards a more fulfilled life in Christ based upon those promises. But there has to be a balance. You can't talk about faith and do no works. You can't talk about works and have no faith. Both must be in balance, and both must be active in your walk with Christ. The Advent season is upon us. In about a month, we'll be celebrating Christ's birth. Now, this is a time that we can renew our faith and our desire to grow in Him. This is a time that we can humble ourselves and submit to God's will. One of the hallmarks of being a Christian is how you present yourself to the world. The world doesn't care about empty words. The world expects something more from those who call themselves Christians or followers of Christ. What is your faith? How is it being shown through your works? Centuries from now, if the Lord tarries, will Christians look upon you as an example, much as the author of Hebrews lifted up these people?